The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Washington football team. Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready, and we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Play fake, Cousins. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. On play action, Cousins. Under pressure, and they got to him again. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Now Cousins. And Cook has it, left side. And he's able to get up here to the 26. And look at this, they're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive.
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Washington defense.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And a play fake, and now Heineke.
They'll roll him out right. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. It'll be a loss of only a couple on the sack, but now it'll bring up 3rd down. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Fitzpatrick going to give to Gibson.
And he does not get to the 1st down marker as they stop him at the 19. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Fourth down, Heineke.
Got his target, Samuel, and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. Play action now. Here's Heineke.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins.
Got an open man finding Jefferson.
And he's got this down to the 35.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Boy, that one was well-read defensively, and this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
2nd and 6.
Running from the shotgun with Madison, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27, no 1st down. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Running for it, here's Cook. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's at 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there. He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
1st and goal from the 6.
Touchdown, Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook.
A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it was. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it?
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. On second down, a run with Gibson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. On play action, Heineke. That's going to be caught by Samuel. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A handoff for Gibson. Tackle made that time by Anthony Barr. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A handoff running left is Gibson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll try the left side with Gibson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And they'll try to throw now. Heineke. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Cousins to throw it. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing is Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And that little deke, the juke move that we saw, able to give him the first down yardage before he's brought down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Cousins again. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Final play of the half, Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. DeAndre Carter returning it. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Heineke now. Steps away to his left. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
The play fake, Heineke. Taking a shot for Samuel. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Following the interception, Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Bobby McCain, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
Heineke's throw into the hands of McLaurin.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
A give running right, Gibson.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Antonio Gibson.
27 yards.
And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Point after here coming up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Cousins now. Lets it fly for Thielen. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 73 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 27, Heineke. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're indeed going. It's Fitzpatrick. Sliding out of the pocket. And he will find his man, Samuel. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
On 1st down, it's Gibson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
78 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They go play action. Now Heineke.
Rolling to his right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He'll buy, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. DJ Waddle able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Washington on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile. To throw is Heineke. Buying time to his left. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Gibson again. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now Heineke. And oh, it'll be intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Cousins being chased out left. It's complete to Cook. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing, Cousins. Lets it fly for Thielen. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series can very well determine our outcome. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 94 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
A run here for J.D. McKissick.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. From the 31, Fitzpatrick. And he's got it to Patterson, complete. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. A huge play there for Washington. They'll run on first down. Gibson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
They'll go again with Gibson.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Fitzpatrick to throw.
The quick slant caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run with Gibson.
And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
Sly on for the extra point.
And no sweat. He puts it through. And we are tied here in the 4th. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Here's Cousins.
Completes this to Jefferson.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Cousins. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete on the deep ball. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Cousins to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Bobby McCain. And he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And we will not see a return to start overtime. It'll come out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a give to Madison. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Here's Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown, and